And guess what? Just like that, we are live. It is Mary Alice Curran with the Digital Citizenship Institute. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are celebrating students and classrooms and school communities around the world all month long as part of our Global Student Showcase. And right now, I'm so excited because we have a classroom of students in Nigeria who are going to share how they use tech for good. But our very good friend and colleague and partner, Dr. Matthew Joseph, was able to jump on early this morning. Dr. Joseph, give us you've been following us all month long.
It's amazing. So welcome from Nigeria, from Massachusetts, on the side of the road. I had to pull over to say hi because this is so important. My name is Matthew Joseph. For those of you who don't know, I've had the great pleasure to work closely with Digital Citizenship DigCit Institute. I'm a former principal, a district leader, and for me, this is critical to enhance student voices and ensure tech for good. And there's no better organization than the DigCit Institute. My goodness, on Saturday we had a young voice from India. Today we have voices from Nigeria. Here in the United States, we have to remember that there are students north, south, east, and west of our borders. And we can continue to learn each and every day from them. So I am looking forward to hearing what you all have to say and continuing to learn each and every day this month from the DigCit Institute, Mary Alice, Eugenia, the entire team that continues to push the envelope. My goodness, we're chatting with students from Nigeria. So I'm going to log off, tune on, listen, and learn from all of you.
Thank you so much for that. It was fantastic that you could join us. And this is really exciting because the students in Nigeria are going to be sharing about how to be aware and create safe spaces for yourself and for others through this incredible program, DigCitGuards. So we're really excited.
All right, look forward to it.
That's wonderful. Thank you. All right. So now we can go back to our students. And I'm going to go in the background and I'm going to let you take over from here. But before I do want to say that I have a really special place in my heart because back in, I think, 2017, I actually was in Lagos and we put on an event called a DigCit Summit, Nigeria. And so I got to meet Dr. Kemi. And I just I'm very proud and happy to have the opportunity to learn with you and your students today.
Thank you very much, Ma. So I think Dr. Kemi will be joining us in, and when I met Dr. Kemi, she told me about the whole idea that you started, and she goes around to schools to educate them. So what she does at her firm, we have DigCitGuards. So we wear this just to emphasize on safety, to show how important digital citizenship safety is, the awareness around to schools. So in Nigeria, we don't have digital citizenship as part of our curriculum. So we have to go around to schools to educate them on digital citizenship because it's important. All of our students are online, but the curriculum does not have digital citizenship involved in it. So this is guard throughout last year. Just like for last year, we visited over 20 schools. We spoke to over 2,000 students and about 200 teachers on internet safety and digital citizenship. So this morning, we're celebrating with Banya College. So we have a few students who are going to talk to us about their pledge to become good digital citizens. So right away, I would like to move over to them. So let's start from Gideon. So Gideon, please, can you come forward and tell yourself?
Good day. My name is Olubanjo Gideon, and I'm from Vinya College. And I'm stuck on the topic, my pledge as a good digital citizen. Firstly, citizenship. A citizen is a person who is a member of a particular country and has been given rights, or a person who lives in a particular town or city. Digital citizenship is the ability to navigate and to effectively use the digital system in order to express ourselves globally. Then, a good digital citizen is a person who develops the skills and knowledge in order to be able to effectively use this digital space. Although the digital world is similar to the offline world, we are not always as mindful with our actions on the digital world. I pledge to be a good digital citizen by thinking and being cautious before posting online. A lot of people might be offended by our post online, so we should be aware and we should learn to be able to coordinate what we post. We should also learn to avoid spreading fake news. Fake news are reports, images, or videos that purposely spread to mislead or misinform the public. Fake news should be avoided because it might be illogical and it is always false. The next thing, we should avoid oversharing personal information on the internet. It is important to err on the side of caution when signing up for websites and apps that require us inputting our names, our date of birth, and our financial information to avoid being tracked down. It is also important to always report terrible acts like cyberbullying in order to prevent it from happening in the future. Cyberbullying is the act of posting or sharing harmful or mean content about someone else online. Cyberbullying causes depression and withdrawal from society to the victims of these terrible acts. I pledge to be a good digital citizen and to be a good role model for other digital citizens in the world. Good day.
Thank you very much, Gideon. So I'm going to have Esther next for her pledge. So let's go ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Adetola Esther and I'm representing Vineyard College. I'll be talking on the topic, which is a good digital citizen. Digital citizenship is the ability to advocate and adhere to the appropriate use of technology like our computers, internet, smartphone, and other digital devices. There are three principles of being a good digital citizen: respect, educate, and protect. Respect means it is the element of etiquette, assets, and laws that are used to respect other digital users. So as a good digital citizen, I pledge to communicate responsibly with people and respect other people's ideas and opinions. And I pledge to stand against cyberbullying. Educate. Educate is the ability to learn the appropriate use of the digital world. So as a good digital citizen, I pledge to educate my colleagues and community members to to be a good digital citizen. And I pledge to help my colleagues and community members to exhibit the same attributes of mine. Protect. Protect means to stay safe, to remain safe in the digital and non-digital world. So as a good digital citizen, I pledge to never engage in an online theft and not be an online predator to other people's work. I pledge to to stay safe while chatting. That is not sexting, but making proper use of chat rooms and blog responsibly. I also pledge to be ethical, with the use of technology. I pledge to make proper use of technology by participating in educational, economical, and cultural activities. Digital citizenship is increasingly crucial in an increasingly digital world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, read out her pledge.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajayi Fedolapo, a student of BM College, and I'm here with the topic My Pledge as a Good Digital Citizen. Firstly, the whole world has become a computer village where different people from various continents, countries, cities, and towns can now relate easily via the advent of technology. This is a great advantage through because through digital advancement in technology, students across the globe can research about topic of their interest and get their results at their convenience own. Business deal can be made and large number of people can receive same text without much adding. Obviously, this has a lot of advantages, also disadvantages. Most in the 21st century, most people no longer use the internet and technology to become a better person, rather for fraudulent and immoral acts. Most people would have found out about Yahoo or cybercrime if not for the aid of digital life. As a good digital citizen, I pledge to be engaged in a way of always involving myself into good and positive internet activities. I pledge to be respectful to other internet users. I pledge to always stay balanced in a way of not always being online because whenever I'm online, it's every time I may not have time for other things and I might get exposed to immoral things. Exclusive, I pledge to stay attentive and at alert to whatever is going online because if I'm not attentive or at alert to whatever is going online, such as hacking, scamming, or fraud, I might fall victim of any of them. That is why it's good for a digital citizen to be at alert to whatever is going on online. Furthermore, I also pledge that whatever information that I'll be posting or data that I'll be sharing or transferring to people must be true and not false or negative. I pledge that whatever I'll be sharing must not oppress or cause depression for anyone. And I also pledge that whenever I'm sharing or posting, I am not emotional in order for whatever I'm sharing not to affect another person. I pledge that whatever data or information I'll be sharing must be inspiring in a positive way, not the one that will make people go into crime or allow people to commit suicide. I pledge that whatever information, data that I'll be sharing or giving to people is going to help them to acquire more knowledge, whether in cooking or foreign languages or even in digital life. I pledge that whatever thing I'll be doing or whatever thing I'll be doing on the internet, I stay at the safer side. I don't meet up with people I don't know or hook up with people I just met on the internet for safety purpose. Because the internet never forgets, it is advisable for me and to consider whatever I'll be posting online in order for me to leave good traces and good trace of whatever I'll be doing on the internet. This and many more I pledge to you as a good citizen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad that we're able to showcase this school among so many other schools here in Nigeria that have taken the pledge to become good digital citizens. And we know that this is a step onto having digital citizenship in our curriculum, so that not just our students, also everyone in Nigeria will be more conscious of the dangers in the digital space. So I hope this showcase is going to actually touch a lot of persons and also empower them. Not to mention the fact that our adults, our youth, our children need to know the dangers as well as we know the benefits. We also have to be aware of the dangers of the internet space. And I can't thank you, Miss Morris, enough for doing what you did, the seed you started, and you and Dr. Kemi, all of what the world you guys are making a change. This is very important, and I can't thank you enough for the message that you passed around to children. We are really, really grateful.
I just have to tell you, I was in the background. I was trying to live post just to try to capture what this moment, because I just want to speak to your students and let them know that their words and their actions matter. And when the three students stood up and they shared their pledge, I thought, what a way to inspire and empower other students, other classrooms, other school communities around the world, just by being that one person who said, even though I'm just one person, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to make a difference. And I really want to let you know from the very bottom of my heart that it matters, even when you're just one person, because before you know it, one person becomes many. And so those words and actions they have this ripple effect. It's like skipping stones. And just what you were saying, of course, we have to be aware of what to avoid, but also what to encourage. And what you did right now, sharing as part of our month-long global student showcase, is something that, like, I am cheering, because you are putting out such positivity into the world, and it matters. And I'm so very grateful that I got to start the morning with you. I can tell you, yesterday we had a classroom in Mexico, and they obviously presented in Spanish. I had no idea. I don't speak Spanish. I didn't know what they were saying, but I was really taken by, they were looking at machine learning, artificial intelligence, and sign language in Mexico, which is different than American Sign Language, and I know would be different in Nigerian Sign Language. Later today, we have another classroom we're going to celebrate in Texas, and they're going to be working on artificial intelligence. So I think to myself, if all of these students, all of these classrooms, all of these school communities combine together, the world is going to be a kinder and better place. And so I thank you for joining us this morning, sharing about the DigCitGuards. And I have one last question. And this could be for anybody that wants to answer it. If there was one thing, just one thing, students or classrooms could do for like a call to action, what would that be? Like, what's one thing they can do as a direct result of joining you live this morning?
So then the question to you, if there's one thing you're going to do for joining live this morning, what would that be? Call to action for this thing. What would you do? Okay, raise up your hand if I'm ready to do. Okay, so let me explain the question to them. They don't understand the question. So if there's anything that this meeting would do for you, the thing that would make you, what would that thing be that you're going to do after this session because of this live session we had? Because of the pledges they've read, what is that call to action you're going to take from today to become good digital citizens? So if you have an answer, you can raise up your hand.
And even if it's not what your class is going to do, but what they want somebody else to do.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I will make sure that this digital citizenship is added to our curriculum.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I
So
love
she said
that.
oh, you had her. Also,
I love that. And guess what? I couldn't agree more. I feel like it should be the foundation. So no matter what grade you teach, no matter what the content is, if the foundation was digital citizenship, how to use technology for good. And so maybe that call to action could be for other classrooms, other school communities to want to do the same thing. How do we provide moments like this? That's fantastic.
absolutely. I can't agree more.
Oh, well, thank you again for joining us. I look forward to continuing to celebrate all the work that you're doing. And I hope that you'll continue to join us for the remainder of the month, because there are other students in classrooms and school communities that will inspire you as much as you've inspired us.
Okay, no
So
problem.
thank you.
Before you go, Dr. Karen was going to join, but I think she's having network issues where she is. I'm sure she will join up with the other classes as the time goes on.
Oh, well, there's nobody that, I mean, this Dr. Kemi, when I think about that skipping stones and that ripple effect, it starts with Dr. Kemi. And, oh, in fact, let's see if I can add her to the stream. Let me see. She's able to join. Fingers crossed. And if not, her ears are ringing because we're saying really nice things about you. I got to meet Dr. Kemi for the first time at a conference here in the United States called ISTE, which stands for the International Society for, I think, Technology and Education, I think is what it stands for. That's the first time I got to meet her. I don't think she'll be able to join. I hope she can hear us. Dr. Kemi, you are the best. And your students are fantastic. So I'm going to, for you.
Oh, she's doing it.
Hi, Marilyn. I'm sorry, on campus, and my network here is very, very unstable.
No worries. Listen, thank you for all that you do and that you have done and you continue to do. You're an absolute gift, Dr. Kemi.
Thank you very much for the comments, and thank you for having us.
Oh, the students are fantastic. Made my day. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very
And,
much, everybody.